As the adrenal vapor wore off, I found myself in a tiny glass pod. I struggled to keep my eyes open despite the bright light that was pouring through the glass right above me. Just as the claustrophobia was setting in, the pod mercifully opened. I groaned as I forced my body to move. My arms and legs felt like they had lead tied around them, and my head bobbed dizzily. I stumbled a bit and had to support myself on the bed I had been sleeping in for... how long? Time never made any sense here. I looked at my surroundings as I waited for something to happen.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from Stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
A hole magically appeared on the wall in front of me, and through the hole I could see myself. I moved a bit to make sure it was actually me before stepping through the hole. I was in fact out of the chamber and headed to the next room, stopping for a moment to look at the camera, which looked back at me with an uncaring yet curious eye. The next room only contained a door, which was clearly my exit, a dispenser which deposited a box at my feet, and an impressively large red button. Any 2-year-old could figure out what to do here.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube.
I didn't like the sound of vaporizing objects. I tried not to think on how many people had been vaporized before they finally got the calibrations right. I took a deep breath and passed through. The first test was about to begin. I exited the elevator and glanced at the lit sign in front of me. This was test number 1 of the apparently 19 planned tests.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super Button.
This test was slightly more difficult than the last, but was solved easily enough. The portal rotated between rooms, giving me access in intervals.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
I had been presented with more difficult tests as a child. I yearned for something more challenging. Perhaps the next room would be more exciting.
You're doing very well. Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
Oh, so that's what that was. I jumped back as the ball of blue light whizzed in front of me. I'd gone through a few portals safely enough, but I didn't want this thing to portal a hole through my stomach. The device itself was a lot smaller than I had imagined.
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
I was already starting to grow tired of this computer being unable to finish what it was saying properly. Why weren't the programmers or electricians fixing this? Just as in the previous rooms, I couldn't see anyone in the observation decks. Why was I doing these tests if no one was watching?
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap.
These tests weren't getting any more difficult. I was starting to grow impatient at their simplicity.
Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested. Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well. Once again, excellent work. As part of our required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
I still couldn't see anyone in the observation deck. Where had everyone gone? I was starting to become concerned. This is a little more like it. This door requires 2 buttons! Yay. By now I was used to these sterile white rooms since I've been testing all my life, but this was somehow creepier knowing that no human was watching me. I appeared to be completely alone with this glitchy computer program. Was I in an experiment to see how well I would handle these tests without human interaction? Or are the boys just getting lazy?
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2, While safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals, the Aperture Science High Energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful. Unbelievable. You
Subject name here.
must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety. Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
I gazed somewhat longingly at the observation deck as the lift slowly moved me towards the elevator. While these tests so far had been no challenge whatsoever, I was growing increasingly concerned about the lack of staff. I do not fail tests no matter how difficult, and I won't let this one get to me. I resolved to press on and to finish the tests as quickly as possible.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
Now wait a minute. I want a challenge, but how is a pool of acid anything scientific? All it proves is that a human body will dissolve in acid, and we already know that! My theory that something had gone horribly wrong seemed to have been confirmed. As reckless as my parents were with the lives of their test subjects, especially mine, they still would not have agreed to something like this. I completed the test as quickly as possible. I dreaded to think what else the computer had in store for me.
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.